Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is the 27th of November, 2022. I got to do another podcast. Listen, do the disclaimer. Use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law yet. Although there's some questioning today, or that was actually last night, of Mr. Perry's insanity. Why he's doing everything to the letter that she says, and she's saying it now. She's not been trafficked yet. I mean, she's not actually been transferred to anywhere. He's trying to abduct me. Everybody, I've said it over and over and over. Mr. Perry sold me to some little bitch who is so pathetic he can't get a date the normal way in Houston. That's a realtor. This guy is so pathetic and so lame and so stupid he can't fucking just get a date the normal way. Like buying a woman. He's that bad. So, human trafficking is a big deal. It's very, very illegal. It comes with a life sentence. These guys are talking. Our guys with, I'm not going to say who, somebody you wouldn't want them talking about, you'd shit yourself if you knew. And the guy's like, he's doing to the letter what she said. This guy, there was one guy that my guys were trying to get in touch with for months, and he wouldn't call him back. But all of a sudden he called and he left a message with the secretary. He caused her, she had a job. She's broke. He's got her starved. He's doing exactly to the letter what we say he got recorded talking about over and over and over and over and over. It's always about the repeat with Mr. Perry. He's got Alzheimer's, and these are things most people don't have to be told at all. He's got to be told over and over and over, and it goes right over his head. Things are just not clicking for him. She had a job, and she worked one day and had to quit. He found out, and he got into her job again. The guy called him back in 30 minutes. The first thing out of his mouth was, he got into her job again. Got into her work again. And he goes, yep. So they had a meeting to address it, Mr. Perry. You're going to jail. This is about a criminal case, sir. You act like you don't know. We're just doing this because we're bored. Nope. And the more we get, more of this stuff we get that you've trafficked me and you're trying to abduct me and you're trying to starve me and get me kicked out again. Well, what happened the last time you got me kicked out? You first started talking about getting me kicked out of my apartment. We get Calvin's name, Blankenship, and Desiree. We get names of people in your deal or who have had some input, some good, some bad. We got names of your people. Nobody's had that before. Then you get me kicked out of my hotel. Now I got to live in a hotel for a while, and you throw my shit away, my clothes and everything. You had them steal it. So then we get Lucius's name, Sanjay's name. Monique comes into play and all of that. Who is Monique? Charles, what'd you do? Nobody has this information. Nobody's ever gotten this information before. You act like you have no fucking idea what that means. It's embarrassing. You're that stupid. Then we got, let's see, who else's name? Geppetto. All of that came out right when you're trying to do it again. Now, I'm in a different hotel. He's already caused drama there too. Drama. So, I told the people where I am. I said, listen, I get paid by the day. So, here's your daily rate, and here's your rate if you pay it by the week. Is there some? I'm here. You've got occupancy. If I leave, you don't have occupancy. You got an empty room making you no money at all. Is there an in-between rate there we can do? They tell me, just pay the weekly rate over a couple of days. We can do that for a couple of weeks for you. Now all of a sudden it's a problem and everybody's being mean to me. They won't clean my room. Everything's grouchy. You make drama again. So then we get the British consulate. You're trying to call them. You're trying to have me pulled over again. Perry called in another pullover. We got all of that because you're making problems where I am now. When you cause me problems and suffering, we get more information from right inside your criminal camp. Every day for 10 years. It's been that way, the same thing every day. You cause me suffering. My guys get very upset. They've got a lot of power, Charles, if they can get that kind of information from you to me. And you act like you fucking don't know what that means. And that's what this guy's making fun of you. They're making fun of you, sir. He's doing exactly what she says to the letter. Does he know that? Yeah, he does know that. Why is he doing that? I don't know. In my whole life, I've never seen that. In my whole career, I've not seen that. We think he's nuttier than a fruitcake, and that what he thinks our emails are directives from the Roswell aliens telling him what he's supposed to do next. And so he does it. Nothing else makes sense. They all laugh. They're clearly being sarcastic and making fun of you. Because no one, when they get caught planning a crime, does it anyway. You're the only person, he said, in his entire career in law enforcement that gets caught planning a fucking felony every fucking day for a decade, and you think you can do it anyway. I wasn't supposed to know you trafficked me, but I do. Because guys with a whole lot of power really care about me, and they get really pissed off when you cause me suffering and you make drama. You are all drama. You live your little pretend life up in Oklahoma and lie to everybody where you live in Lubbock. Your wife, Jacqueline, your children, Matthew and Jordan, your friends and your family, your constituents. You go over there and you lie and betray them. And every day you do something to me, you make me suffer and suffer and suffer. Part of the thing that makes it tolerable for me is that I know what that's going to do is piss off all those people with a whole lot of power that really love me and have known me most of my adult life. Everybody gets more. It pisses off informants. It pisses everybody off. So we just get more. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction against you bitches. Normal dudes do not like to pick on women. They like to be chivalrous. They protect women. I have 40 of them protecting me from you. They don't go around picking a fight with people. They don't have time for the drama. They don't. But they'll pick a fight with a bitch who picks on women to feel tough. Teeny weeny queenie. That's all you are. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're stupid. And you don't have a real love life out of this. You don't have any information. You've called everywhere. British consulate. Trying to figure out, is it you stopping my weirdo crime? Is it you stopping my weirdo crime? Stop stopping my weirdo crime. Golly, how embarrassing. How pathetic. And nobody will tell you fuck. Nobody will tell you fuck. You're the butt of a dirty joke. And nothing more. Nothing more. You want to cause me to suffer more? We'll get more until your arrest. And that's all there is to it. It's been that way every day for a decade. We have information no one has. Muffin Man, that also came out the first time you started trying to take my apartment. That's a nickname of somebody working with you, isn't it? What's Papa John's? It's not the pizza place, not to you. What's the Weeble Wobbles? That's your little, you guys go around telling everybody, we're the Weeble Wobbles. We can Weeble Wobble, but we never fall down. Really? That's not how we see it when we're quoting you every fucking day. I found out I was trafficked. Nobody else has, have they? Nobody else has. You don't have a real love life. No woman's trying to hold your hand. I've moved twice to try to get away from you and not have a conflict and not have drama. Had you just left me alone then, you wouldn't have a situation you're in right now. You wouldn't have it. Now, the other conversation that came up was there are 3 of these guys that think they can talk their way out of anything. And he goes, who all have they done that? Clearly Tulsa police should have made an arrest and they didn't. So clearly they've done it there. And he said, they're sitting on Tulsa police and we know that. We've heard them screaming and yelling at those guys. We've heard it. You're sitting on them. And guess what? That makes everybody mad because the people of Tulsa own Tulsa police. We pay taxes. Those guys have food on their table and a roof over their head because we give it to them. And we expect something back for that. To feel safe. To be safe. And they're not doing it. You got a dead Lucky and an almost dead framed Mike. 2 cops that tried. And you murdered them. So I'm going to tell you for the last motherfucking time. I'm not going to be trafficked. I'm not going to go with you. You go fuck yourself. And stop asking me. The more you contact me, the more we get. The more you peep on me, the more we get. It's been that way for a decade, every fucking day. The more you make me suffer, the more we get. You want to make me suffer? I'm willing to suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer because we get more and more and more and more. And you're a mentally retarded man and you can't get cause and effect. It's been the same thing for a decade. You fuck with me, we get more. You fuck with me, we get more. You cause drama for me, we get more. These people where I'm at right now, I said, I just want a daily rate that's a little more reasonable. That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for. I've asked for that before. I was in Stillwater for a while, staying in a hotel. I said the same thing to that guy. He gave me a reasonable rate I can afford. Here's the deal. You can have an empty room, sit here and make nothing. Or you can work with me because this is a little steep for me to stay every day and pay every day. What if it's this? Sure. Absolutely, I agree with you. I'm a smart businessman. The offer that I was given was their idea. All I said is, can I have a daily rate that's a little more affordable? Or you can have an empty room and not make a fucking thing. Their idea was, I'll give you the weekly rate and you can pay it out over a couple days. We'll do that for a few weeks. So for them to all of a sudden get all pissy about it and be shitty to me, it's not benefiting them to do that. They're not going to make money if the room's empty. They lose. Why not work with me? They know me. I've been here off and on for some time. I'm not going to, have wild parties and they're not going to it's not likely they're going to have to call the cops. I mean, come on. But we got the British consulate over your troublemaking drama. That you're trying to call them and find out who's helping me. What other countries are involved. Because there's billions of dollars poured into fighting human trafficking. People don't like crime. What makes you think they'd like yours? You're mentally retarded. There's no way you're not. Our shrink said that. She said she's got 6 elder care doctors that have looked at what you've done. You get caught and you do it anyway. The need to repeat everything for you. They all said there's no way he doesn't have some kind of dementia. There's no way he doesn't. He needs an exam. What he's doing with his time all day, what he's doing when he gets caught, he does it anyway. And you have to repeat yourself every 30 seconds. There's no way he doesn't have it. There's no way. The grandiose thinking we're seeing here, the delusion we're seeing here, it's not possible he's not got an aging Alzheimer's or something. Huntington's disease, we hear, causes delusion and paranoia. You can tell you have. You can tell. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. I actually did that. That wasn't him. Sometimes he'll do stuff in my phone right here in front of everybody. Believe it or not. So they think that you're just wacky. You need to be in a special hospital. So because of what you do. Because of what you do. They know that you're sitting on Tulsa Police. They know you guys have some mafia element associated with what you're doing. Of course you would. Trafficking is. That's what that is. Organized crime. And that y'all have sat on those guys day after day, making everybody miserable. Every time you think one of them will leak, and you're probably wrong most of the time, I'll tell you that. You scream and yell at them. I'm going to tell you something. Everybody's sick of that. Everybody's sick and tired of that. Why don't you take your dresses off and act like dudes and go down to a biker bar and pick a fight with a dude? Because you're just a bunch of little prissy pants girls going after women and kids to feel tough, David, Lucius, Sanjay, Geppetto. All of you got, prissy pants Perry. You couldn't get a date with me. You're not good enough. You're creepy. You're cruel. You're weirdo. That's not even what you want. I said I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. And Perry runs around going, I'm going to starve her till she lies. He's after the lie. He's just fucking after the lie. And he says it over and over again. You don't say it that much if you don't mean it. So even for him, this bullshit about, oh, it's a lie, she's my girlfriend. No, and nobody believes you anymore because you're going around telling everybody how you're going to make me lie, which means I'm telling the truth. He tells everybody he's going to force me against my will to lie. He's going to make me suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer until I lie. And that's called coercion, Mr. Perry. It's just more felony after felony after felony drama. And it gets us more intel. It gets us a whole hell of a lot more intel. So we get all this stuff, you guys, every time you make me suffer, okay? It's like you like that. It's like you just fucking like that. All of these are quotes. We got witness statement here. We got a shrinks eval. We got all the stuff you guys have said. You know, and this isn't the half of it. Get a ringtone, Richard. Look at all that. All of that. Mike was drugged. How'd she know Mike was drugged before they deposed first responders? He was. They did say that. How did Jean Mitchell was worried about it? How did she know his legal argument before he made it? Months before. I got in touch with him in October 2020 and said, don't fucking do that. And you know what? He never asked me. He had a chance to ask me in a text and again in a deposition. How did you know my argument was going to be bullshit before I made it in March 2021? How did you know? Never once asked me. He's asking now. He's asking now. Because you have people with a lot of power that really love me and want me to be happy and have my privacy back and have money. Because they all know I can make money. And you won't get your hands out of my wallet. And then you're causing financial duress. We've got 7 contracts you interfered with intentionally, trying to make me lie. So they're going to get you on grand larceny with intent to coerce and interference with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce. David, Lucius, all you little bitches who like to pick on girls to feel tough. You got little teeny weenies. That's what that is. Because real men go pick on a dude. If they pick on anybody at all, they usually pick on dudes like you that like to hurt women and kids for kicks, for a thrill. You want a sick thrill. But remember who's caught your crime, Charles. You don't get a date. You get told on and caught, and told on and caught. And nothing else has come from what you've done for 10 years. And you're a mentally retarded man because you just keep doing it. That's what he said. He's doing exactly what she says to the letter. Does he know that? Does he know that how that's gonna play out in court when he goes to jail? When you guys arrest him? Yep. And well, we've not seen this before, ever. Not in our lives, not in our career, never seen it. It's so easy, it's not even fair. He thinks the aliens are giving him a directive in her emails. He actually, it's the voices, you know. He hears voices and shit. Huh. Okay. So, it's not going to be very hard to get a conviction then, is it? Nope. It's like he insists. It's like that's what he wants. He's pursuing it vigorously every day. Call in a pullover. Call in a pullover. Call in a pullover. Every day you tell him that, don't you? You guys have been sitting on TPD, haven't you? They know you have. They know you have. Here's the thing about it. We want Chief Franklin to run Tulsa Police. That's what we want. David, when I told you a long time ago, I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come into town to mop up. I don't want to deal with your drama. But the thing is you pick a fight with me. And when you picked a fight with me, you picked a fight with people with a lot of power. Who think you're just a prissy pants. Going at a woman to feel tough guy. You got mommy issues. Your mommy humiliated you. So you got to bother everybody else with it. Make drama everywhere. Get a life. Yeah, get a fucking life. You're not a tough guy unless you pick on a dude. Go find a biker in a biker bar. Go find a biker in a biker bar. Because you're not a man. You're not a man if you pick a fight with a girl. How many of you sit around and try to make me fail? So, my answer again, Mr. Perry, is I'm not going to lie for you. I'll let you make me suffer and suffer and suffer because I know that'll get us more and more and more because it has for 10 years every day. You can predict the future outcomes based on past. Except unless you're mentally retarded like you are. You're going to do the same fail every day for 10 years. You have never gotten a date out of that. You don't get cooperation out of that. You don't get information out of that as to who's helping me. But we do. Same thing every day for a decade. So what I said was, if you're, we don't want thugs running our police departments anywhere in Oklahoma. We don't. It's different when you do this shit to me. I wasn't supposed to know I was trafficked, but I do. And I know who I was trafficked to. It's a life sentence. Billions of dollars are poured into fighting that specific crime. Billions. Billions. People don't like crime. What made you think they'd like yours, Princess Cuckoo Bird? Here's the thing. Republicans are known for being tough on crime. They get elected on that issue, sometimes alone. You're a Republican, you better fucking be tough on crime. And if you're not, that's going to be a problem for you politically. This has never been political. It's always been about crime. Delusional. And you know that. You tried to make that lie up, didn't you? Crime is actually a nonpartisan issue. Nobody likes it. The disagreements come into play when it's about what you do about it. But I'll tell you one thing. If you're going to get up and say you're a Republican, then you better be tough on crime. It's second on the list of things important to people this time around. It was. People don't like crime. They're not going to like yours either. Human trafficking is a very serious, disgusting offense. So is voyeurism. So is sexual exploitation of women and children. So is child pornography. So is murder in the first degree of a police officer. So is perjury. So is fraud upon the court. So is suborning perjury. So you're going to get up and say you're a Republican, you better fucking be tough on crime. You understand? You don't have a choice, or you're not going to get elected to anything. Because you're a liar. That's the thing that people don't like. They don't like being lied to. Bottom line is that right there. People don't like it when you lie to them. They can't trust you when you got two separate lives. One in Lubbock and one up in Oklahoma. But guess who caught all that? Me and the people helping me. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it by myself. There's no fucking way I could do it by myself, is there? Who's getting the information from you to me? You want to make me suffer and suffer. You want to come everywhere I go and make a drama and problems and drama. Okay, because I don't have to put up with that for so long. And then all of that gets us more. It always has. More and more. This isn't the half, you stupid little bitches. It's not the half of it. Did you get anything out of the British consulate? Nope. I guess as you did not. So, what we heard is that you guys have terrorized and horrified people in Oklahoma for a long time. And everybody's sick and tired of it. Bullied and everybody's sick and tired of it. So, where I'm at now, the idea to pay out the weekly rate over a couple of days was not my idea. So why is it pissing them off? That was their idea. That's not what I asked. So what'd you do? You want to make drama. You and them told them to make her feel uncomfortable. Don't clean her room. Okay, and duly noted for the record. That's more commerce you interfered with intentionally, trying to coerce a lie. You're going to make me suffer, we'll get more. We always have, we always will. There is nothing else, Mr. Perry, that comes from what you do but that. We get more. That's how we got Calvin's name. That's how we got Lucius' name. Sanjay's, Geppetto's, Blankenship, Desiree, Monique. All those names we got every time you fucking messed with my home. You want to make me suffer? Make me suffer. Don't complain when we get more. You asked for it. That's what you wanted. That's what you're pursuing. And everybody's scratching their head going, wow, he's doing exactly what she says to the letter. Does he realize that's what he's doing? He does. That doesn't make any sense, right? We get that. So what's happening? He thinks it's the Roswell aliens issuing him a directive in her emails. Voices and crap. We don't know. I mean, We don't know why anybody would do something that's a felony that pisses everybody off and gets gets us even more after they've already been caught planning it. We don't know who the fuck is that stupid. He is nuttier than a fruitcake. Nuttier than a fruitcake. Whack job as they get. You're not even looking at the 10-year results and going, this has done nothing but fail. The only thing that happens is we keep getting caught. Maybe we have to stop. I'm not going to take your bribe. I'm not going to go with you. I'm not going to repeat myself again either, by the way. I said no. I've said no every day for a decade. I've tried 11 times to get a judge to make you leave me the fuck alone. You need to control yourself, sir. And you can't. We control the flow of information. Always have, always will. We control that, not you. You never have. Started with the McNamara email, which you did exactly to the letter, pretty much. But for what you were planning to do to my son, that part you thankfully didn't do. Everything else in it to the letter you did, and you're still trying to do. So we go, well, I told you so. Well, I did say. I told you. I said that's what he was trying to do. I told you. And that is all illegal. You do go to jail for that. This time you're not going to talk your way out of it, bitches. You're dealing with some different people. You can't even figure out who they are. There's a reason for that. Here's the thing, Charles. They're not going to take your fucking phone call, you little bitch. It is funny that you think you can just call them up. They've been talking to you, all of you. Have talked to one of them or more of them once or twice, but she didn't know they were undercover. You didn't know that's who you were talking to. You didn't know that's who you were talking to. They'll find you. You're not going to find them, and as sure shit, not going to make a phone call and get them on the phone. Everybody laughed. That caused a huge amount of laughter with us. That you thought you could do that. They don't take phone calls from guys like you. Yeah. Anyways, so again, my answer is no. Again, I'm telling you, leave me the fuck alone. You can give back what you took and fix what you broke and get out. You owe a legal debt. Pay it. I don't owe you shit, you little bitch. I don't owe you fuck. You're raping me and you're committing the crime. You're getting told on. You're causing the loss and the suffering. You're the one getting told on. You're trafficking, you're just a pathetic little peeping Tom. You're just a pathetic little peeping Tom. You're trying to make me lie. You're trying to starve me. You're trying to take my money. You're a rapist. You're a child pornographer. You're a cop killer. You owe me money for using my body for your entertainment day after day after day and profit. It's my body. You don't get to do that. Plus $2,000 a day for doing it without my consent, and you've been told to stop. Cease and desist. It's a legal demand. Cease and desist. Stop peeping. Stop invading my privacy. Now, you want to continue to be the butt of a dirty joke? Be my guest. You want to make me suffer and suffer and suffer and cause drama and make me suffer and cause drama and make me suffer? We'll get more until your arrest, and you're making it extremely easy to get a conviction. Extremely easy. You got to pay your attorneys $350 to $500 an hour to read everything we get now. You'll have to do it again in a criminal case, and they'll have to try to suppress what they can. You want to pay out the nose and make your attorney a very rich, happy guy? You'd be my guest. But I'm not going to be trafficked. I'm not going to be sold. I'm not going to kiss the ass of a sex weirdo. It's beneath me. My guys are not going to take your phone call. They don't take phone calls from fuckers like you. They're not found. They'll find you. This has gone on for 10 years now. Cause and effect, same and different. It's different when you do it to me, isn't it? Wasn't supposed to know I was trafficked, and that you want to abduct me, and that you want me pulled over, and you want to take my car, and you want to cause problems where I live, and you want to starve me into a lie. But I do. Because you were recorded talking about it. We got it. We control the information, you don't. I don't want your buy-a-lie money. That's illegal. I want the money you legit legally owe me. So you can pay it and fix what you broke and get the fuck out of my life outside of court, or we can go to court and I'll get it there. I can wait until after the criminal trial is done and sue you again. I can get restitution, and whatever I don't get in restitution, I can sue you again. Be a whole lot easier when you're in prison, won't it? Charles, you act like you think I care what you think. No one understands why the hell you think that. I'm the one catching your crime like has not been done before. Why the fuck do you think I care what you think? Well, did I ask you? Nope. I don't talk to crazy people that I have to repeat myself all the time. And you still don't understand a word I said. You can tell by the way you act, you have no fucking idea what I just said. It's embarrassing. It's really, I mean, you need a nurse. So just so you know, guys, everybody wants our police department back. We want it back. The people. We don't want thugs running the police departments anywhere in Oklahoma. We want the people to run it. We want the chief to run it. If there's a Wyatt Earp in town mopping up Mr. Robertson, it isn't to take over. It is to make you just fuck off. So the guy that the voters chose, here's the thing. The voters chose Mayor Bynum as the mayor, and he appointed Chief Franklin as the chief. I don't remember your name even coming up. Yeah, see, everybody would like it very much if the police can be police and not have to answer to a thug who picks on women to feel tough because he's got a teeny weeny queenie problem. Go pick on a biker in a dude bar, or shut up about being a man. You're not a man. And you guys with the drama, go around and make a drama. Where I live is what I said is, it's a little steep, your daily rate. I can leave, and then you got an empty room, not making you any money. Or maybe you could give me a more feasible daily rate, because right now I can't do the weekly thing, because I got a stalker taking all my money faster than I can make it. And the guy in Stillwater's like, sure, how about this? Yeah, sure, I can afford that. They could have done the same thing, but that's not what they did. Their idea was, we'll give you the weekly rate, you can pay it out over a couple days. Is that okay? You can do that for a week or two. Pay it anytime during the day. Yep. Thank you. Absolutely, that's great. Now it's a problem. It was their idea, and now it's a problem for them. Because why? You told them to make it a problem? They acted like they've done this before quite a lot. So why is it all of a sudden now a problem, Mr. Perry? Because you interfered with commerce. You're going to jail. That will be another charge for you, you fucktard. You have no idea what I just said, do you? Yep, you'll get caught when you do it to me. Nothing else happens. When you make me suffer, we get more. When you make me suffer, we get more. When you make me suffer, we find out you trafficked me and who you trafficked me to. Nothing else happens but that. The more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction, and you're going to make your attorney happiest man on the planet. Stupid. I said no. No means no. I only say it once. Do you understand? I say what I say one time. If you can't fucking keep up, that's your problem. Get a nurse.